Today we will talk about a player who, despite being one of the best players in his position for the last 8 years or so, does not get enough recognition for all his contributions on the pitch. Every football fan should root for someone like N'Golo Kante. He is one of those guys who, aside from just being a great player, no one would have anything remotely bad to say about him. He is not a self-promoter. He, for a long time, was known for his modest lifestyle, and he still wouldn't be considered as someone who lives lavishly, not by a long shot. The story goes that he bought a Mini Cooper when he first joined Leicester City in 2015, and drove it for quite a while, long after he had earned salary increases that would have afforded him something much fancier. He is a quiet, shy guy whose actions speak 1,000 times louder than his words. And if there is one player in the football world today who truly lets his actions do virtually all the talking, it is N'Golo Kante. But before we get started, please like this video, subscribe if you have not already, and leave a comment below. We always love hearing what you have to say. What makes him so special? First and foremost, his work rate. Kante can cover an immense amount of ground. Claudio Ranieri, Kanté's manager at Leicester City, once jokingly said that he is waiting for the moment when Kanté throws up a cross and then also heads in that same cross into the opponent's goal. You then combine that work rate with his ball-winning ability, solid defensive tactical understanding, and excellent positioning, and you have a truly special player. When you watch Kanté play, you realise that tackling and ball winning without fouling is a crucial skill in football that is often overlooked. After Kanté contributed to Chelsea's Champions League final win over Manchester City in 2021 with 10 ball recoveries, Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel gushed, "He does everything. The energy he brings. I don't know how many ball recoveries today. He covered so much ground." Let's look back and see how Kanté got to where he is today. He got a rather late start compared to some other players. For a player who was and still is considered one of the best players in the world at his position, Kanté had a rather modest beginning to his career and was not one of those players who was highly touted at an early age. When he was around 10, he joined a small club in the Paris suburb called JS Serein and remained there for almost 10 years. He then moved to Boulogne in Division 3 of French football and played a full season there. Kanté then joined Division 2 club Cannes, and this is where his career ascent really began. In his first season, he helped the club gain promotion to the top tier, and he followed that up with another solid season the year after. By this time, other clubs outside of France had started to take notice, and the club that won the race for Kanté's signature was Premier League club Leicester City. In the 2015-2016 season, Leicester City, a supposed 5,000-to-1 underdog, made history by becoming Premier League champions. It was the first time the club had won anything in England's top-tier championship, and it was one of the better feel-good stories in recent memory in any sport. In Leicester City's banner season, Kanté made his mark by being one of the biggest contributors with his tireless all-around work in their midfield. Former Manchester United manager Sir Alex Ferguson stated that Kanté was by far the best player in the league that season. For his performance that season, he was later named the Professional Footballers Association Player of the Year, the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year, and the Premier League Player of the Season. Leicester City's unexpected rise to the top brought even more deserved attention and scrutiny to Kanté and his superb play, and other top clubs both in England and elsewhere in Europe started to vie for his signature as the demand for the midfielder went through the roof. The championship season for Leicester City ended up being the only season for the club for Kanté. After the title triumph, he moved to Chelsea in the summer of 2017 for £32 million. In Chelsea, Kanté continued his outstanding play, and during his 7 years at the club, he won the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Europa League, and the Champions League. In the summer of 2023, after 7 seasons in England and the Premier League, Kanté sealed a move to the Saudi Arabian club Al Ittihad. With this move, it seemed like his top-flight football days were over, but you would be wrong. After the 2023-2024 season, France national team manager Didier Deschamps called up Kanté for the Euro 2024 tournament held in Germany. He justified his selection by being selected for the man of the match in the opening game win against Austria, and then again in the following match, a scoreless draw versus Holland. Although France would eventually bow out to Spain in the semi-final, Kanté had performed well enough to convince most that he still performs at an extremely high level. Kanté turned 33 earlier this year, and it remains to be seen if he will reappear at a European club this fall after spending a season at Saudi Arabia. His time may be limited based on his age, but seeing from his display in Germany, he may have some gas left in the tank. We will see. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the next video. And when you get a chance, please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.